everybody, Coach Darren here. Fitness over 50. Well, we don't grow old. No, we age like a fine wine. Today, in my Badass Boot Camp, I was going over 5 things you need to track when feeding the beast. What are the critical things that you want to track if you want to lose weight and get in shape? And these things are just at the core. They're the most important things to track for nutrition. This is not tracking fitness. We're not tracking, how much weight we're lifting, how many reps we're doing, what workout we did. This is just straight up nutrition. This is just the foundation. These are the 5 basics that you should be tracking. The first one, you should be tracking your calories. How much food is going into that mouth? When you're feeding the beast, I can tell you, people are like, oh, this is a portion size. That's how much I had. But when you measure it, it's like, holy cow, that's what I ate. So instead of having, the 4 ounces, that's, 1 serving about the size of your fist, people end up eating like 5 times that and calling it 1 serving. So you want to track what you're putting in your mouth. You want to track calories, because calories are really the most important when you're trying to lose weight. So let's say, for example, your body requires 1,800 calories per day just to sustain your weight. If you want to lose weight, you're going to have to create a deficit. And you can do that 2 ways. You can either diet or exercise. So if you let's cut that down by 300 calories a day with exercise and diet, and you're eating 1,500 calories a day. 1 pound is 3,500 calories. So over the course of the week, you need to create a calorie deficit of 3,500 calories to lose a pound. So calories are very, very, very important to track. Next, we want to track the macronutrients. What? A macronutrient? What the hell is a macronutrient? Macronutrient. The first one, the carbs. The dreaded carbs. Everybody, we got to cut the carbs out. You don't need to cut the carbs out. Carbs are important. Carbs are our energy source for high intensity training. Why do you think marathon runners, the night before, they talk about carb loading? They're loading up the carbs. It's to build up that energy source. Carbs are important, but you don't want carbs to exceed 50% of the macronutrients. We're going to go through the 3 macronutrients. So carbs, 50%, no more. You'd be surprised today how many things have carbs in them. Even things like broccoli has carbs. When you're tracking them, you're going to see it's easy to shoot over that 50% and have your diet be 70 or 80% carbs. You need to track it so that you know where that balance is with the carbs. Third, protein. Protein is the building block for your body. Protein is what repairs and builds muscle and body tissue, so you need protein. 30% is what's recommended for the protein. Protein is, again, critical when you're exercising, because what you're doing is you're breaking down the muscles, you're breaking down the tissue, and the protein is what's going to rebuild it and help you build strong muscle. Fourth, the fat. So fat is also important. You don't want to cut fat out of your diet. Fat gives you healthy nails, healthy skin, healthy hair. It protects the vital organs. It provides insulation for the body. Fat is an important part of your diet. It's just you want to limit the fat, 20%. So these 3 are your macronutrients. So calories, carbs, protein, and fat. Those are the things you want to track. And then 5th, you want to track your weight. And I know there's different philosophies out there. I believe in weighing yourself every day. I bought a scale. It's got a Bluetooth thingy in it, and it sends my weight to my phone, and magically it keeps track of my weight. It's an interesting data point to track because you'll see if you ate really crappy the day before that your weight's going to go up. And if your weight goes down, it's interesting to look and see what you ate the day before or the day before that to see, what's causing the fluctuations. Your weight's going to fluctuate. It's going to go up, 1, 2, 3 pounds, or it's going to go down 1, 2, 3 pounds. Your weight's never just, people think that, hey, I'm on a diet, my weight's going to go like that. Or I'm eating crappy, my weight's going to go, straight up. It's not like that. Your weight is a wave. And when you're on a diet, that's what it's going to look like. And that's why people get frustrated, because they focus on the high points here. You got to track it over a long period of time. But it's important to track your weight. Whew, that's a lot to track. How are you supposed to do that? How are you supposed to track these carbs and stuff? Well, I got the answer. It's an app called Lose It. It's free. Super simple. There's another one called MyFitnessPal. They both do basically the same thing. I just like Lose It better. So with Lose It, what you do is whatever you're sticking in your mouth, you enter into the app. And it tracks it and it breaks it all down. So if you have an apple, you put the apple in, and it's going to tell you how many carbs, how much protein, how much fat was in the apple. It's also going to track the calories. Anything that you eat, it has the data for. It also has a bunch of fast food and restaurants, and you can just enter whatever you order at the restaurant. It'll keep track of it. It'll do the same thing, break it all down. It's really an amazing app. It'll track all your calories. You can put in your goal, like, hey, I want to have 1,800 calories a day, and it'll tell you how close to that goal you're getting, whether you're actually going over, how far under you're going. It also tracks your weight. You can put in your goal weight, and it'll track as you get down towards your goal weight. With the scale, with the Bluetooth scale, it actually imports the data right into Lose It. So you don't have to even enter that. This app makes it really, really, really easy. It's not like the old days where you're sitting there with the pen and paper trying to figure out, looking at the label. Let's see, that's, where are we at? Oh, that's 5 grams of protein, 10 grams of carb, 2 grams of fat. You don't have to do that anymore. This app solves it all, makes it super easy. So this is the foundation of nutrition. When feeding the beast, you want to track these 5 things. Whether you're an elite athlete or you're a couch potato just starting to exercise and you want to lose some weight, these are the 5 critical things you need to track. If you're interested in more of a structured nutrition plan, hit me up, message me, text me, call me, email me. Just get in touch with me and I will hook you up with a more structured nutrition plan. But these are the 5 things to track. I hope you have an awesome Thursday.